Welcome to Movie Recap, a channel dedicated to those addicted to movies. Our focus is to showcase the best recap of your favorite flick. Sit back, grab your popcorn and get ready to be amazed by The Lighthouse. A month is spent working in a lighthouse by Thomas Wake and Ephraim Winslow, with Wake managing the light at the top and Winslow handling the menial work. Irritated by a half-blind seagull, Winslow starts to wonder what Wake sees up there. A mermaid is among the strange hallucinations he encounters. They drink to excess and make each other crazy most of the time. There is no way for the soldiers to escape while a storm rages across the island. Though Wake nearly overwhelms Winslow, Winslow tackles him and steals his keys to the top of the lighthouse. Now in control, Winslow strikes Wake in the head with an axe. Spoilers ahead. The film opens with Thomas Wake and Ephraim Winslow embarking on a maritime journey to a desolate island where they are tasked with tending to a lighthouse. The seasoned lighthouse worker, Wake, is accompanied by Winslow, the new Wiki, as they prepare for a 4-week stint of isolated work on the remote island. The atmosphere is immediately tinged with an air of mystery and foreboding as the two men settle into their accommodations. Before Winslow's arrival, Wake had already spent a considerable amount of time laboring under the authority of previous lighthouse keepers. The isolation and harsh conditions of the job create an eerie backdrop for the unfolding events. Winslow discovers an unexpected hole in his bed, leading to the extraction of a mermaid figurine that becomes a cherished possession, hinting at the maritime folklore that may play a role in the story. As the evening progresses, Wake offers Winslow some alcohol during dinner, a gesture that Winslow initially refuses. Eventually succumbing to the temptation, Winslow partakes in the drink, prompting a cough. Wake dismisses the incident as a mere duty when questioned about the prospect of ascending to the light. The interaction sets the tone for the complex relationship between the two characters. Later in the evening, Wake ascends to the pinnacle of the lighthouse, standing naked in front of the illuminating beam. Meanwhile, Winslow, drawn by an unseen force, ventures outside toward the ocean. As he moves closer to the water, the rocks around him seem to ominously split. In a surreal and ominous sequence, Winslow discovers a body, and an eerie high-pitched sound fills the air. This unsettling moment is followed by an apparition of a mermaid, a spectral vision that Winslow appears to witness as he descends into the depths of the ocean. The convergence of folklore, isolation, and the supernatural begins to weave a mysterious tapestry, leaving the audience with a sense of unease and anticipation for the unfolding events on the isolated island. The haunting imagery and ambiguous encounters foreshadow the psychological and supernatural elements that will likely shape the plot. Wake wakes Winslow in his room so they can get on with the task for the day. While Wake caters to his side of the lighthouse, Winslow handles the more taxing and strenuous tasks, such as emptying out their garbage, lifting bulky canisters, and recharging the lantern. A seagull bothers Winslow during the course of the day. This continues for some time. When Winslow brings it up at dinner, Wake tells him not to kill seagulls because they are said to carry the souls of sailors who have passed away and killing them would bring bad luck. When it's proposed again, he even gives Winslow a smack to prove his point. Taken with the mermaid figure, Winslow proceeds to masturbate to it. Winslow becomes increasingly inquisitive about what Wake could be as he keeps seeing Wake approach the light. When Wake complains about Winslow's work performance, he forces Winslow to work harder at scrubbing the floor. Wake unintentionally drops Winslow during another incident while he is painting the lighthouse. When Winslow comes to, he finds the same half-blind seagull nearby, as if making fun of him. In the end, Winslow demands that Wake call him by his first name rather than the pejorative dog that he has been using. While Wake notes that his former co-worker, a Wiki, claimed to have seen strange things like mermaids and sirens, Winslow tells about his prior employment as a timberman. As more time goes by, everything seems to be going as usual. Winslow keeps up the laborious tasks and withdraws to masturbate. Later, he notices Wake emerging toward the light, nude. Winslow gets pecked at by the seagull he meets one afternoon. Furious, Winslow snatches the bird and slams it hard against the rock. Just before their stay on the island comes to an end, the winds start to change, and Wake tells Winslow that he believes a strong storm is approaching. He advises the two of them to continue drinking until the ferry arrives to pick them up. The two men become quite inebriated and board up the windows. When Winslow inquires about coming up to the light, the two get into a fight. The ferry doesn't appear to be arriving the next day, so a hungover Winslow continues about his business. His decision to dump the chamber pots unintentionally causes the entire mess to return onto him, which is an unfortunate event. When the rain starts to really come down, Winslow discovers later on that a young woman who looks to be Valeria Caraman has washed up on the shore. Her body looks like a mermaid, he notes after examining it. Her siren screech goes off when she wakes up. Overnight, the rain and winds pick even more intensity. Wake suggests that there won't be any assistance anytime soon. Going outside in the rain, they search for rations, which are simply extra alcohol. The men get drunk again, and Winslow gets angrier and angrier at Wake until he loses it and degrades his cooking. Wake becomes so furious that he calls out to Neptune and swears at Winslow. Winslow tries, but is unable, to seize Wake's keys in order to ascend to the light. Later, before smashing the figurine, he masturbates to it once more while picturing the mermaid he believes he saw. He also sees other strange pictures, such as him lifting Wake's final Wiki's head out of the ocean in a basket. Winslow and Wake later have a good time drinking, dancing, and singing shanties till they pass out. Then Winslow shares his secret. Actually, he goes by Thomas Howard, and the second logger he killed with a bludgeon is named Ephraim Winslow. Winslow created a new identity by stealing his own. All Wake asks menacingly is, "Why'd you spill your beans?" When Winslow tries to remove a lifeboat and Wake destroys it with an axe, tensions boil even worse. He follows Winslow into the house. The two dispute more and more, to the point where Wake tries to con Winslow into believing he is the one racing after him and referencing his killing of the gull and what he did to the actual Winslow. It's also mentioned that neither of them has any idea how long they had been on the rock. Once more, the two continue to drink throughout the night, until the storm outside intensifies to the point where water crashes through the glass. In the morning, tensions between Wake and Winslow reach a boiling point, leading to a heated argument where Winslow unleashes his pent-up rage on Wake. The verbal sparring escalates into a physical confrontation, with Winslow seemingly transforming, surrounded by tentacle-like illusions, as he ferociously beats Wake. In an unsettling turn of events, Winslow forces Wake to wear a leash, treating him like a subservient dog. Seizing control of the situation, Winslow forcefully pulls Wake outside, coercing him to lie in a makeshift grave and covering him with dirt. Exploiting the vulnerable moment, Winslow snatches the keys from Wake's possession, ascending the lighthouse with a newfound determination. In an unexpected turn, Wake counters with an axe, inflicting injury upon Winslow's shoulder during the intense struggle. Despite the initial setback, Winslow summons the strength to overpower Wake, wresting the axe from him. With the keys now secured, Winslow ascends to the pinnacle of the lighthouse. There, he fixates on the entrancing light, and an eerie transformation ensues, accompanied by maniacal laughter. Suddenly and inexplicably, Winslow tumbles backward, descending the stairs in a jarring, unsettling turn of events that leaves the audience in suspense about the consequences of his encounter with the mysterious light. We really hope you enjoyed today's recap of The Lighthouse. Please leave a comment below of what you loved about the movie and why. Be sure to like the video and please don't forget to support our channel by subscribing so you don't miss any amazing content. Until next time, lights, camera, action. We look forward to seeing you in our next video.